Good morning, WW Robinson. Today is November 7th, 2018, and I have Sarah here with me this morning. How are you, Sarah? Ready for a great Wednesday? Yes, it is day 2 in our rotation, and tell us what's for lunch.
Chicken tenders, oven fries, baked beans, pears, peaches, and choice of milk.
All right. I just was perusing the menu before you came in and realized that it is a sad month. Do you know why it is a sad month? Yeah, I don't understand. We could easily do away with these beef teriyaki bites. We could do away with breakfast for lunch. Who likes that? Like, Asian chicken chunks need to be on the calendar. I'm so disappointed. All right. We have Bryson here with us this morning to tell us about the weather. Come on over, Bryson. All right, tell everybody what's the weather.
Sunny. Sunny.
It is. It's sunny today. I think it's going to be a pretty day today. And we have Morgan here to lead us in the pledge. So please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Good job, Morgan. Please join me for a moment of silence. Thank you. All right, let's see. I missed announcing yesterday's birthdays on Monday. I usually announce them the day before they happen, but we will get them today. So celebrating yesterday, we had Stephanie Polito Lopez, Jonathan Rodriguez Pagan, Cheyenne Sammons, and Carson Whelan. And then celebrating today is just one person, and we have Autumn Goodman. So happy birthday to those folks. And then we also missed a staff birthday yesterday, and that was Miss Bear. So if you see Miss Bear, tell her happy birthday. And we have lots of guests in the house today. So Sarah, I'm going to let you slide over. And I believe, actually, we're going to both slide off. And we're going to let our friends come and tell us what's happening tomorrow night. So let's get that. All right, come on over, guys. Somebody can take my seat. You can share that seat. Slide over. All right, there you go. Go ahead.
Cultural night is tomorrow, November 8th, from 5:30 to 7. It's not too late to bring a dish to share and your family. There will be lots of good food, Native Americans dancing, and exciting storytelling, a dragon craft and fun photo booth, where you get to put on different outfits. Bring your family to have a great time.
So what are you holding up? Is that the craft? You want to put it close up to the screen so they can see it? There you go. Hold it up a little bit. There you go. See the craft? That looks really cool. All right. Thanks, guys. And I believe we have another guest this morning. You want to go ahead, Mr. Perry, and you can wait till last, okay?
Morning, WW Robinson. Mr. Perry here. Congratulations, 5th grade chorus. You did a great job yesterday at the high school. I'm very proud of your behavior and your work ethic. You did a wonderful job. Mrs. Perry also had some very nice things to say. Please remember that our assembly is on Monday, and for your concert attire, for your clothes, Please wear red, white, and blue if you can. As always, just wear your nicest clothes, but if you could make them red, white, and blue, that would be great. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Jordan, do you know what this afternoon is?
This afternoon is the Science Buddies.
Science Buddies. So we had over 150 students interested in Science Buddies, and we were only able to accept 30. So those 30 students got a letter the other week about staying after today. What time do they need to be picked up?
They need to be picked up at 5 p.m.
And where do they need to be picked up?
at door 36.
So if you're in 3rd through 5th grade and you're unsure if you're in Science Buddies, all of your teachers got an email and they know who is in Science Buddies. And if you're unsure if you have a ride, make sure you talk to your teachers that you can stop in and or make arrangements in the office today. All right, you ready for this afternoon?
I'm totally ready.
It'll be exciting.
Totally
Thank you.
ready, he said. All right. I can't wait to find out what all these Science Buddies are going to be working on. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right. Do you have any shout outs this morning?
Yes, I have Chelsea, Amaya, Dylan, Preston, Callie, Grace, and Claire.
Wow, lots of friends. Okay, so we haven't read from our book in a while. So we're going to read a chapter this morning. We're only going to read one because we've been going a little long on our announcements with all the special things we had going on. But if you remember, Roz lost her foot when the bears attacked her because they thought she was a monster. And then she got a ride on Mama Bear's back to her house. Okay, and this chapter is called The New Foot. Mr. Beaver squinted at Roz's stump. I've never built a foot before. He stroked his whiskers and muttered to himself. There are really 3 problems to solve. The foot needs to grip the ground, and it needs to be durable, and there's the issue of fixing it to the leg. I might have to consult a few friends. Will she ever walk again? Said Bright Bill. What's that? Mr. Beaver was lost in thought. Oh, not to worry. You just sit back and leave everything to me. I love a challenge. Mr. Beaver plunked into the pond and returned a while later, rolling a large section of a tree trunk. Say hello to your new foot, he said, slapping the wood with his tail. Hello, new foot, said the robot. That's the spirit. This beauty is from one of the hardest trees I ever chewed. I just need to make a few modifications. Mr. Beaver placed the piece of wood next to Roz. He squinted, repositioned the piece, and squinted some more. With his claws, he marked different spots on the wood, and then he put his big chompers to work. The beaver chewed and gnawed and carved up that piece of wood, turning it over and over in his paws. Chit-Chat looked down from a branch and chattered through the quiet moments. This reminds me of the time I saw a fox catch a lizard by the tail, and somehow the lizard's tail fell off and it got away, and later I saw that lizard got a new tail, and now Roz is going to get a new foot, and everything will be fine. The wooden foot took shape, and before long, Mr. Beaver was standing beside a beautiful carving that resembled a boot. He tried to slide it over Roz's stump, but the opening was too small, so he scraped out more wood until it was a perfect fit. Very good, he said, spitting out a wood chip. My friends should be arriving any minute with the new few things we'll need. And there they are now. I'd like you all to meet Bumpkin, Lumpkin, and Rumpkin, but I call them the Fuzzy Bandits. 3 fat raccoons shuffled into the garden, dragging a tangle of vines behind them. Good day, said Bumpkin. Good day, said Lumpkin. Good day, said Rumpkin. You might already know this, reader, but raccoons have very nimble hands, and the Fuzzy Bandits use theirs to skillfully tie those vines around the robot's leg and around her new foot. The vines caught nicely on all the dings and dents and scrapes. Once they were tied good and tight, Mr. Beaver threw back his head and hollered, Trunk Tap! We could use your assistance! There was silence, and then 3 quick taps echoed down from the forest canopy. Ah, that'll be him, said Mr. Beaver, smiling. A very handsome woodpecker swooped into the garden. You called? Came the woodpecker's musical voice. Indeed, I did. Everyone, this is my woodpecking pal, Trunk Tap. Now, Trunky, we need some tree resin, the really sticky stuff. Can you help us out? Of course I can, said the woodpecker. You've got a perfect pine right here. Trunk Tap hopped over to a crusty old pine tree and pecked a few deep holes in the bark. Thick, syrupy resin began oozing down the trunk. Mr. Beaver scooped up handfuls of the resin and smeared it all over the wooden foot and the vines until everything was glistening with stickiness. And when the resin dried, a short time later, Roz's foot was finished. "This is wonderful," said the robot as she strolled around her garden. "I am as good as new." Mr. Beaver and Trunk Tap and the Fuzzy Bandits went away feeling pretty happy with themselves. They'd done a very nice thing, but it was the first wooden foot any of them had ever made. And within a week, the vines were coming undone and the foot was sliding loose. So they returned, determined to get it right. They found even harder wood and even tougher vines. They experimented with resins, heating it by the fire, letting it boil and thicken until it became indestructible glue. They kept tinkering with their design until finally Roz had herself a wooden foot that she could rely on. "Huzzah!" Mr. Beaver rapped his knuckles on the new and improved creation. "I knew we'd get it right." Roz moved slower than before, and she had a slight limp, but she was back to her old self again, and that was a relief to everyone, especially Brightville. All right, so we will stop there for today, and you can choose to be the kind of leader that you would follow and make it a great day. So long. All right.